Excelente, etc.
Thrill me.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Horror Flicks and Guitar Picks podcast. I'm your host, Tim, and today I'm joined by two guests, and that's the co-host of the Bad Taste Video podcast, Mike and Grizz. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Same old shit. Stoked to have you guys on. I was telling Grizz before you hopped on, Mike, and before we jumped into recording that I've become a really big fan of you guys recently because I've known about you guys for a while, but back when I first heard about you guys, because you've been around so long. That was back when I thought I could watch everything. So I was like, I'm not going to listen to this random episode about a shot on video movie because I'll actually find time to watch it. And now that I'm now that I've returned you, because because I've been following you guys for so long, I just got so used to seeing your stuff. And finally you covered something I saw recently. You covered a few things that I really loved. So I started listening. And because of that, I was and now that I've had a child that's 5 years old, and I'm I don't have time for I don't have time to watch stuff like Things anymore, Sledgehammer and shit like that. So I'm I was I'm just gonna go back and listen to y'all talk about that stuff now. So I've been just binging those episodes. So
my man,
I feel bad for anybody that says they binge listening to me and Mike because we are borderline idiots on most topics. So for anybody to listen to us for that long is a
Well, that's a strategic thing from our point of view as the Bad Taste Video podcast. We didn't want to be like everybody else where it's just all right, let's just regurgitate the Wikipedia. Let's regurgitate the IMDb. Let's go listen to four other people cover the same movie and then say the same shit that everybody else has said. From the beginning, when Grizz came on the show, it was you know what? That's not us. We're not the write everything down, have everything kind of whatever. We just kind of go off the cuff. It
didn't feel right.
Yeah, we did. You know? Yeah. So we are just two idiots talking about fucking horror movies that most people probably don't care and won't ever see, right?
Yeah, that sums up our podcast pretty well, man.
All 300 and what are we up to?
68,
67. I don't know. We have not missed a week in 5 years or some shit like that. 6 years.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
And then if I'm not mistaken, you're coming up on 7 years in September of doing the show. If Spotify doesn't fuck with my eyes, but
probably correct.
That is probably correct. There have been many iterations of the Bad Taste Video podcast before Grizz joined on. Of course, everybody knows that we started this with my friend Anthony, who, Pacini, everybody knows about it, fucking Anthony. We had Mainstream Mike on here for a bunch of episodes. We've had guests over the years. We have E.K. Wimmer from the Laser Graves podcast. He's always coming on the Hog. Yeah, there's been a lot of fucking different lineups, but once Grizz came on, we realized hey, this is the duo, and we locked in for. I think you've been on now for what 300 episodes, probably about that.
Yeah, over 300 episodes, more episodes than not, that's for sure. And so a little bit about where me and Mike met. We actually met online on Instagram. We there's a small community, not a small community anymore, it's a big community of VHS collectors. Both of us being in that community, ended up meeting at an event, VHS Fest one year, where I was vending. We were kind of ended up vending next to one another, and it was love at first sight. It was
hell yeah.
Grizz sold me a copy of oh man, what did you
you look like Jesse Ventura in fucking Predator that year.
Oh, I did. I did.
This guy's it right here, man. This is
what fucking movie did you sell me?
So
I'm blanking.
I bought and sold old, video stores for years. So I would always end up at these events where I'd be selling off these huge tape collections and shit like that for a very reasonable price, mind you. I'm a very good businessman. But that's kind of the background of where, me and Mike first
pieces.
Red fucking restaurant Pieces. Absolutely.
You sold me a copy of Pieces, and then when I went home and watched it, I realized that there was a splice in it, and I was like, "This motherfucker!"
Gotcha, motherfucker.
After he just said he was a good businessman. It was
yeah. It was a good price though. It was a good price. It was cheap. It was all right. It was all right. But yeah, that was love at first sight when we met. We realized just two fucking morons from the opposite ends of New York, right? And I think that's what made it work, right? That's what the magic happened.
Special sauce.
Yeah, that and the love of Mortician.
That is what binds us, honestly.
That's the glue. That's the Bad Taste Video glue, Mortician.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say you referenced Jesse Ventura. I was listening. One of the episodes I listened to recently was your Ready to Rumble episode. I'm waiting for the tag team debut of you guys. You guys mentioned that.
Oh my god, dude! Since we did that, we've both had like multiple injuries. Like I had to go get an MRI on my shoulder. Grizz had other fucking medical issues. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think it's ever happening.
Now. The dream might be over.
Even though Grizz is looking beefy now, better late than never. But you know, I just don't think we could take the bumps. Yeah, I don't think we could do it. Not even with a gallon of Faygo.
You guys can do two dreams at once. You can vend at the gathering and then wrestle at the gathering all in 1 year. And just
oh my god, that would be it.
That is where we would actually probably be most beneficial at it. Is wrestling in some backyard fucking junk style match where we're probably not gonna look too.
Hold on now. Don't be saying junk style match. For anybody that's watching this, behind us is it's two walls of tapes. On the one side, it is all fucking wrestling tapes. These are mine, by the way. This is my shit. And if you could see, it's all FMW deathmatch tapes, all CZW deathmatch tapes. I mean, the top is all WCW, but don't be calling that shit junk, man. That is the
wonderful name of FMW here, dude. No one is doing it, right? I'm talking maybe more so Ian Rotten style backyard fucking, let's
paying in pills. I gotcha.
All right. That's where we're going to fit in here.
I gotcha. Yeah, we are very big wrestling fans. More so like I like the deathmatch shit, the 80s territory stuff.
Right there, dude. I love
we like that sort of stuff. We still watch the current product. I mean, not so much AEW. I tried to do it. I just couldn't keep up. It was too much, but we both watch.
Sucked.
Yeah, I'll be watching Raw after this. I'll be catching up. I watched SummerSlam this weekend. We're big wrestling fans, but I can't see us ever
realizing what
actually getting in the ring. What'd you say?
Realizing what big nerds we are after hearing us talk about ourselves.
Man, I can't help it.
Shit, I'm right there with you guys. I love I watched WWE and I try to watch AEW as well, and that was exactly my issue. Is back when I tried to watch it, I was like, I don't know what nights is doing what, and I was like, I was lost. And that was still when like Cody Rhodes was over there, you know what I mean? So but no, I gave up on it too quick. I even like right now I catch a lot of clips of Timeless Tony Storm, and I'm like, she's probably my favorite thing in wrestling, but I just can't find the time to try to watch AEW right now. So
it's too much, man. Like if you're gonna watch, even like say you just watch WWE. So like Monday and Friday, you're watching Raw and SmackDown. Now, if you're watching even one of the other AEW shows, that's a whole nother like 3 hours of fucking shit during the week that you're going to watch. Like, how much could you really dedicate to wrestling before you start taking away from like your family, your responsibilities? It's a little much, to have 4 days a night, a week to watch for X number of hours. Like, it's just too much. You got to pick one or the other, I feel like, and then watch the highlights of the one that's like the non-watch.
I just listened to Jim Cornette tell me what to think about wrestling that's currently going on. He updates me every week on what I need to know. So
man, he's like, it's so strange with him because like he'll say stuff where I'm like, yo, you're definitely 100% correct, and then like he'll say something right after that, I'll be like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, like it's so funny how like divisive he is.
God bless Cornette.
With his shit. Yeah, and I don't think he does it from like I don't think he's like mean spirited, but people fucking hate his guts for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah, him and Santino fucking going at it, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think
I
that's who
love that
slapped him.
shit. Worked himself into a shoot, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and of course, before we move on to, I want to ask you guys because I know you guys are musicians. So I want to ask you about like your music and stuff. But before we do that, do you want to give the quick spiel about when people can watch Bad Taste live, where they can find it and all that, and if you also want to remind people that I know you guys also do like a music corner every week as well. So
Oh yeah. So we stream every Tuesday night on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. We do that at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We cover, a horror movie every week. And then we have something that we call the Wide World of Metal. And that was a brainchild of Mr. Grizz over here, where he scours Spotify, iTunes, YouTube for pretty much metal bands that we don't know. Or, we may know some of them, but it's a new release from them. But we try to find stuff that we've never heard, right?
I will promise you, if you're a death metal fan, there will be at least a few bands that you have never heard of in Wide World of Metal. I do not pick things that I think most people are aware of. Like, I really try really hard to bring bands that should be noticed to the forefront so that, we can get new eyes on them. We're big into like pushing people to support these bands, go buy these albums, buy their merch. Like, this is what it's all about for me personally. Like, I love independent music. I love death metal. And I think there's a huge new wave of it happening. And that's kind of why we started doing the whole Wide World of Metal thing.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, definitely, and with all the streaming services, it's just like movies. It's so easy to get lost in the shuffle. It's nice to have somebody like actually like highlighting the like more underrated bands and stuff. Like I found, I think you and me were messaging Grizz about Grotesquerie. Like that's one of my favorite albums of the year so far. And then having
I've been
it
waiting
playing
for
and
that
stuff.
album
So
to drop, dude. I've been waiting for that thing to drop for months. They put out a single like a few months ago, and I have just been patiently fucking waiting for that July date. And that album has paid off huge, man. What a great fucking album that is.
and then of course whatever I forgot the name of the band off the top of my head, but the one that you guys played on the Prowler, the night of the Prowler, that was a awesome band. But like even for instance, like that was something that's like you go buy it on Bandcamp. It's not like go stream it on Spotify type thing. So it's nice to actually like support the
Yeah.
bands and stuff like that, not just go find these bands that are just like throwing a bunch of shit. Like you know what I mean? Like you guys said, it's easy to just go pick like these real big name, the
Linguiça
mainstream
Bach
stuff.
fucking
So
rules, dude. Everybody knows fucking shit. Like,
We
like,
know it already. Everybody knows. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like how many times are you really going to cover these bands? Like we're not going to like go through all my fucking Mortician cassettes.
yeah,
Everybody knows Mortician rules. We'd love to,
love to.
but who does that help? That's like, that ain't helping anybody.
Yeah.
You want to try to get these other people out there that maybe don't get the shine or the rub that they should get. Plus it changes, gives us something else to listen to. Like you found that band Massacred, and like that shit I listen to all the time. Like that is a band that
you're a Mortician fan. Get on the Massacre train. That dude.
Yeah, dude. There's like they have a whole. Well, it's a single dude. It's like a Resident Evil fucking album. There's like a House by the Cemetery fucking one. Like all sorts of shit like that. It's awesome.
Mortician, like fucking,
The brutal death. Yeah, like a newer brutal death. 2025 brutal death type shit. But I'm thankful that Grizz puts in the time to actually screen the stuff and doesn't just like grab anything.
Dude,
because it could be,
Only
it's
knew
brutal.
The amount of I'm gonna be mean of music that I don't care for until I find the right fucking band each week, dude. I literally spend so much time scouring for fucking good music.
You got to sift through the shit, and it's
rough. It is. It is.
Movie, you can always find something like funny about like a bad horror movie, but bad music, it's not always just funny. It's sometimes rough. Yeah, especially that stuff. Like
hitting the skip. Fuck that.
There's
that's core I got to get through. I'll tell you that much.
Hey,
there was a guy in Virginia Beach that used to like about back when I used to play shows that would randomly like play shows, and he would always get booked on stuff because he was friends with people. But he would literally just come up with a guitar by himself and just like tremolo pick for like 2 minutes straight and just scream into the mic. And I was like, God, that's got to be rough for whoever's recording your shit, dude.
Oh, my gimmick, dude. That son of a bitch.
You got to be like Putrid Pile, man. You can't be going up there just fucking looking like it's your first time, right? You got to go up there like a pro, like that motherfucker playing the Jackson V.
Dude, that dude's a beast, man. Goddamn.
But now, speaking of music, do you guys, before we move back into the horror movie stuff, do you guys have any like music projects currently, or anything that you guys want anybody to check out?
Nah. Dude, I fucking sit here now as like a fucking dude in his late 30s. Dude, I sit here now because like I realized I fucked around as a younger adult. And yeah, I could shred and all that shit, but I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. And I feel like that was such a detriment to my playing, and it always made me feel like I was fucking up somehow. So now I have no interest in ever playing in another band. I sit here and I learn my fucking scales. I learn my fucking jazz and country techniques. I have a great time playing all different various guitars.
Mike is a ripper. He is downplaying this so hard though too. Like it's a fucking shame what you're saying because of how talented you are, dude. So like,
well, I told Grizz before this, I shaved my head and did all that shit before this, and I'm like, dude, I look like I should be in a slam band right now. So I don't know, man. I got that look going on.
Like the goatee off though with some of those like alien glasses, you could get like a Satriani thing going, dude. You could really fucking
I would look like a fucking alien. But like it's hard because I moved states later in life. So all your band friends, all your bandmates are, hours away. And then like I'm not gonna go fucking hang out at Guitar Center and try to like make friends and all that stuff. And like the people that I have met that play music are really into styles that I wouldn't play. You know what I mean? Like stuff I'm really not into. So like, unfortunately for me,
stuff that I really don't.
Yeah. So unfortunately for me, I just master EK's albums, the Blood Relations stuff. I just do all I do the post for him.
So yeah, I've been in a bunch of different stuff. I'm like kind of the default bass player for Methadone Abortion Clinic. It's all very good friends of ours. They asked me to join when they needed a bass player a few years ago. So I've been doing that I guess officially, unofficially. I don't know what you would call it, but that's what I do now. And those guys are all located out of Virginia. We do have some new material that supposedly is being whispered about potentially happening one day.
Can you see my face? Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up recording that.
But yeah, I'd like to get some new stuff out. We do have a new VHS that our buddy is working on that he's going to be putting out with some live material from that band. But other than that, man, we're just kind of some older dudes that are putting that life behind us at this point. I guess the dream is over of our rock star.
We've given up. We've accepted our fate, and now we'll just make joke songs for the podcast once in a while,
which is fun. I got to tell you, making that fucking slam song was one of the funnest things. The two that I did were both really. I should go back to making more slam music, dude. It just might be like my fucking calling.
Might be it.
You look like a slam guy. I'm gonna play some slam.
Well, I got the guitar for it. I could do it. Oh shit.
He's gonna start coming up with these fake bands, and this is like the wide world of metal is just gonna be his different bands.
Dude, I did that like years ago. I would make a new the meat grinder. I would do it fucking every week. I would do a new song about the fucking movie that we watched.
It was
it sucked because after a while you're like, fuck, what now? Like
a lot of original music for it, and it like. As fun as it was, it's also like a lot of fucking pressure to like come up
get it done,
dude. Yeah,
and not have it sound like a fucking like you're a child.
We were supposed to do a country song.
I'm still down. I'm fucking. Let's go, bro.
Let's go. Fuck in right now. That is one thing that we have to accomplish. Still, we've done black metal songs, we've done slam metal songs. We need to move away. We need to get to the chicken picking. I think, dude.
Dude, we could do it. You could fucking call me Leon. Let's go.
Fuck yeah. No,
that's a Leon Rhodes reference if nobody knows.
Shit, have you ever? I know it's one of Grizz's favorites, Devil's Rejects. Have y'all covered that yet? You could always do your own.
I think we did, right?
Yeah, I think we have years. No, maybe it was even. I think that's even recently. That might have been a YouTube
Dude, I don't even fucking know at this
episode.
point. You know what the easiest way for me to figure that one out is? I go to so Grizz and I, like years ago, go, hey, we should make like a Dropbox thing and put all the clips in like the Dropbox.
Yeah.
And that is like, without this Dropbox account, Grizz and I would be fucking done. That would be it.
There's our encyclopedia of metal. It has or of horror movies. It has hundreds upon hundreds of horror movies and horror movie clips in there. It is an amazing collection at this point.
7 months ago, we did the Devil's Rejects.
There you go.
So I probably even
7
listened to it
months
and just
ago.
forgot. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Hey, if y'all forgot making it, I can't forget listening.
Hey, just put it on, take a nap, go to sleep. We still get the play. That's all we care about. That's all we care about.
That's how we should be promoting our podcast. Is just put us on before bed so that it plays all night and we get the continual.
Yeah, and steal a $20 bill from your spouse and send it to me in the mail. Oh, yeah, do that too.
Pack of Marlboro menthols.
No.
Yeah, you're right. You're off the fucking. My man,
I'm off
over
the
here.
cigs, man. Yeah, I'm a week clean off cigarettes.
Dude, we should fucking give this dude a fucking round of applause, man. I am so fucking psyched.
I'm fucking sweating. It's killing me. But you know what? I'm staying strong. I'm staying strong, man. I'm staying good.
No, definitely. Shit, I'll forget this conversation like an hour after we get off of this call to make, and then when I edit it, I'll listen to it again, and then still forget it after I put it up. So I don't do much, but I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do, smoke some weed. So it's killed the brain cells.
My man, my man, the Grizz Reefer over here, right?
Preaching to the choir,
right? No, but of course, I mentioned Devil's Rejects being one of your favorites and stuff. Just because, I listening to the show, you guys mentioned, a lot of times you when that's something that is fun about horror fans is that because we love so many horror films, it's easy to like reference our favorites when we're comparing films and stuff like that. But do you guys remember? I was gonna jump into your favorites all the time, but I don't want to jump right into that. I actually want to start from the beginning. Do you guys remember how you got into horror growing up? And if so, did it change? Did your love of horror change at all as you got older and became an adult and stuff like that? And of course, I was gonna say we can start with you, Mike, if you want.
Sure. Well, I come from a family that enjoys horror movies. So my mom was into Tales from the Crypt and all that shit when I was young. So I was introduced at a young age to basically watching whatever I wanted. But really what got me into horror movies was Monster Vision with Joe Bob Briggs on TNT. Staying up, seeing fucking Phantasm on there, all the Friday the 13th movies. And then going to the video store. And of course, if you were of that age where the video store was a thing, new releases were expensive to get and you only got them for one night or 2 nights or whatever. Where if you got the old shit, you got to get 3 movies and you got them for a week or whatever. So my parents would let me rent a couple movies. And of course, I always went for the older horror movies. I'd rent Return of the Living Dead Part 2 for whatever reason. Evil Dead, all sorts of shit like that. And from there, I don't know, you just start finding out more and more stuff. You want to find crazier and crazier things, and you meet new people that are into different subgenres. And of course, being a VHS collector, you just happen upon things that, rock your fucking world. And, then you say who was that director? And then you go and you find other movies that they did. For me, one of those movies that basically, besides everybody knows Phantasm is one of my just absolute favorites, but fucking Zombie was a movie, a Lucio Fulci zombie film. Well, it's called Zombie, but a Lucio Fulci zombie film from the late 70s. I never saw anything like it. It was so different compared to the American zombie things that I saw. And from then on, I feel I just was looking for the gorier shit. You start watching, the Gates of Hell trilogy, And then you start seeing Demons, and then you see Demons 2, and then from there you're like, well, what the fuck else is there? And then you start going to all the other splatter films throughout Europe, and now Grizz and I just kind of, now I'm hooked. And especially growing up where I did in the Northeast, tons of like the J.R. Bookwalter shot on video, low budget stuff. That stuff was all available. I saw fucking The Dead Next Door when I was maybe like in 8th grade or 9th grade or whatever. And that was another thing where I was like, this is such a weird fucking thing. Like, what is this?
You grew up in a cool area.
You could actually,
like, you're in Long Island and stuff. It was like a bigger community of people, like a lot of kids and shit like that, where it's like,
oh yeah, for sure,
a lot of like feedback off of one another and hyping things up. That had to be a really unique, like, I didn't have that, so that's kind of like a cool aspect to think about.
Yeah, I had a few friends, like when I'm talking about like elementary school. So you're like, what, like fucking 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. I had a few friends that were really into like trying to watch these movies too, especially my buddy down the block, where like our neighbor would make copies of like Leprechaun for us. Oh, yeah. He'd make copies of like Nightmare on Elm Street and all that shit. And we would watch these movies. It never really like scared me. I don't know why. My theory is, when I was a kid, I used to watch the making of Thriller with like my parents showed me the making of Thriller and basically said like, look, it's like it's a movie, like it's all fake. Like, and I feel like seeing that at such a young age, because that was that's an awesome like mini doc. Have you ever seen that?
No,
it's dude, it's awesome. It's really good. It's like a behind the scenes of Thriller. They show like Michael Jackson getting the fucking werewolf prosthetics put on and everything. It shows like the zombies like fucking around and drinking sodas and like messing, like joking around. And like as a kid seeing that, you go like, holy shit, like none of this is fucking real. Like it's all fucking fake. And I feel like I actually kind of like was gypped out of a lot of experiences, but like it also made me like I wasn't afraid of the dark or anything, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Grizz, please take it away.
So yeah, I was like kind of a latchkey kid, man, because I'm like just a single dad growing up who was into heavy metal and horror movies and partying and shit. So we always had like a ton of stuff around that I just had access to that I didn't really get censored much as to like, I mean, one of the first movies I remember watching with my dad was Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams. So that kind of just set the tone for the rest of my life, I think. But the very first horror movie I remember him showing me when I was super young was House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. To this day, it's one of my absolute fucking favorite movies. It's corny as fuck. It's, but like it's still like really important in movie history and in the history of my love for horror movies. But from there, like, we would just always have like stuff that would go to the video store. I really did have this like fear of horror movies when I was a kid that was like legit, like it would fucking terrify me. And I love that. And it definitely changed as I got older, where, like it went from being scared of these movies to being like almost obsessed with these movies, almost chasing that dragon of fear, if you will, where it's like I could never get back to like feeling that true scared from a film that I felt the first time when I was like, 4 or 5 years old seeing fucking Chucky. That terrified the fuck out of me. Looking back now, it's goofy as fuck, but like having that real fear as a kid was really fucking fun, man. And I think that's a big aspect of why horror fans are the way we are now, is we're all chasing that feeling of like having that like scared moment as a kid, of like feeling that thrilling feeling of it, which maybe it's gone now as a depressing statement. Is that let me end this on a fucking downer for everybody.
Dude, it's
the feeling is over. Everybody's fucking shot. We're fucking
thrill is gone.
Let's get it over with. But no, I think that is a big aspect of it for sure. So
I don't think the thrill is gone, man, because because I was thinking, like, when you were saying like you had a real pivotal moment, this and that, like I could pinpoint when I was a kid when I really said like, holy fuck, I love this. And I was able to look it up. It was the Monster Vision episode on August 23rd, 1997, Night of the Living Dead, 1990, the remake. So I was 9 years old when I watched that. And I remember just like not being really scared, but being like, holy shit, like this is fucking awesome. Like this is crazy. And that really led me to thinking about when I got to see Night of the Living Dead at the Mahonic Drive-In. It like when you're in, it's not exactly the area, but you're in the ballpark of where that movie is supposed to take place. It makes it like, oh, this is kind of fucking creepy, I guess. Like this is kind of fucking weird when you're in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean? And like a field in Pennsylvania, watching this movie. And like, I feel like you could still get that feeling, just you have to go look for it. For sure. You know what I mean? Like you have to seek it out. It's not the same when you're hitting that press play on stream. You know, you have to leave your basement, unfortunately.
I think that is probably part of it too, is the access to media is just so readily available now that it almost loses a little bit of its like, you know, splendor, where it's like, man, I can't believe I actually got a copy of this to watch. I've been hunting this down for X amount of time. Like, you know, now, you know, if you got fucking access to the internet and, you know, half a brain, you could figure out pretty much how to find anything you want for free. It's pretty wild to have this kind of access to movies and all kinds of other shit. Honestly, it almost ruins
the thrill of. I was gonna say the thrill of the hunt is gone.
Yeah,
hunt. Yeah, that's it.
No, and I agree. It's horror is one of the few things that not only give you that adrenaline rush, you know, for horror fans, but it's one of the few adrenaline rushes that comes with like a hint of nostalgia. You know, like there's so many other ones that like you can go out and do, but that's the one that, like you said, it pulls on that heartstring of being a kid and being scared again. Like, but like kind of to, you know, what you said, Mike, that's exactly how I feel. Is like when I see a film and it does finally get me, it's like, so like I remember I remember the first time I saw that film again. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many films that like I've seen over the past 10 years, but I couldn't tell you the first time I saw it. But like, for instance, When Evil Lurks, like when I went and saw that in theaters, that was something that like, it had so much stuff that just stuck out to me just because like it was so unexpected. Even being a fan of like Terrified, you know, his first Damien Rugna's first film, I just didn't expect it to be that gory. And then I got to see it in theaters, you know, on a whim. Me and my buddy went and saw it. We're the only people in the theater, but it was still one of those things to see some of that shit on the big screen. You're just like, holy fuck, like
the best time.
Yeah, and it like, so it pulled like the nostalgia of like being like actually shocked at a horror movie again. You know what I mean? Not necessarily scared, but like still that moment of
just
being
having
like,
an experience. You had an experience that like was out of the ordinary.
Seeing something that you feel like you maybe shouldn't have saw or something. But
yeah, like this is gonna sound fucking dumb as shit, but when I went and saw fucking Green Inferno, the Eli Roth one, I was the only person in the movie theater. I literally, none of my friends wanted to go see it. I go, there's literally nobody there except me watching this at like fucking 11 o'clock at night. You know, like I felt like a fucking loser, like sitting there, like just by myself looking around. But you know what? Like to me, that movie was fucking awesome. Yep. When did we get a new cannibal horror film? Like that was like a jungle cannibal. Like we never get that shit.
We probably won't again. So like, I definitely agree with you. Like that's a movie that stands out for me in the past. I got that same feeling though, too. Like even if something as simple as like, it's even, you know, highly regarded as a great movie. I got that feeling from the first time I watched the original Conjuring movie. Like that first Conjuring movie, I don't care for all of them now, but that first one was done so well. It fucking like captured a spirit of horror movies that I think that was gone for a long time, that like really brought me back to a time and place where I was like, there's like some legitimate fucking fear, anxiety that comes with this kind of fucking movie, man. And like, so it's definitely out there still. Not to, you know, I don't want to end my fucking my history of horror on this fucking sad note.
No, there's, well, like also like we were talking about on our last episode or 2 episodes ago, the VHS series that they put out a new movie almost every year now. And like at first you're like, oh yeah, like VHS, and then you start watching them, you're like, yo, this shit's entertaining as fuck. Like people have to, people like once you stop being like that weird elitist, nothing new is good. Once you like get out of that fucking mindset and you just watch these movies the same way you would watch, you know, fucking 555 or Scary Movie or Creep or whatever, Video Dead, like just open mind, trying to have a good time. Like there's some solid new shit that's still coming out that like, dude, In a Violent Nature, like that shit, like me watching that, I went, holy fuck. Like if I saw this when I was like 10 years old, I would have been terrified of going to like Boy Scout camp and all that shit. Because it wasn't like Jason where you were constantly focused on the kids and the campers and this. You saw what was going on while they were partying, and he was just walking through the woods, like just in a straight line. Like, to me, I feel like we never saw that in any of those movies. You know, Michael Myers would just fucking disappear and reappear. Like, all of a sudden, he's fucking got, you know, he's able to teleport to different places. Same thing with Jason. Like, seeing a movie like In a Violent Nature, and you see him literally just like, how did he get there? Oh, yeah, he fucking walked
around,
for hours because he's like an undead creature. He doesn't need to stop. Like, to me, that blew my fucking mind that I've never seen that before in another movie, you know? Yeah. So, like, the shit is out there. Like, you could still get that, like, wow, I've never seen that before feeling. You just got to be a little bit more open and realize that it's probably not going to happen, you know, going to see the newest whatever in theaters. Like, it's probably going to come from a director or whatever that you don't really know. Yeah. Even something that's direct to streaming that was never even in a theater. And, you know, we just said the pressing play, it makes it hard for all that shit, but it still happens. You can still, you know, you can still pull it off. Yeah. Yeah. They're out there. They're definitely out there.
No, that's definitely the positive of the influx of streaming and stuff is the fact that like all these wacky ideas are finally able to get made. Like one of my favorites from the last year, well, two of my favorites is like, I don't know if you guys saw Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. That one's like very goofy, but it feels like a Pee-wee's Big Adventure or like Ernest Scared Stupid style movie. And I love that. And then there's one called Here for Blood where a guy is like an amateur wrestler and his girlfriend asked him to like help with a babysitting gig for the night while she studies, and then she's gonna come take over. And while he's doing it, like this cult shows up and tries to like kidnap the kid, and it becomes like a splatter flick, like in the second half of the film.
No shit,
fucking awesome.
What was like, what's that called?
Here for Blood. It was
on Here for Blood.
Both of those were like on Screenbox, but I think now they're both for free on Amazon Prime or something. But I know Onyx was, but
that sounds amazing.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch this now. Yeah, I like hearing that, man. I like wrestling themed or wrestling related movies. There's not many out there. Yeah, that's the whole problem, especially horror.
I'm tired of watching Ready to Rumble. I'll watch it again, but I'm tired of fucking watching it.
No, I just watched the fucking 70s wrestler. The Vern one. Yeah, the OG one. Go watch that shit if you want to have a laugh. That's a good one. That's got all the OGs in it. That's like the legit territory shit. But what was I going to say? Screambox has been pretty, I signed up for like the, like a trial on it, and they have some pretty good shit on there compared to like Shudder and all that. Like they were the ones that had Terrifier 3 and like they had Terrifier 2 before anybody else did also. Yeah. That's actually why I did the trial, was to watch the second one. But I feel like they're going to be a bigger streaming service coming soon, because I feel like Shudder's falling off a little bit. I feel like they're getting the shaft. Too hard. Yeah, I feel like AMC and all that shit, since they acquired that whole thing, like I feel like they're gonna. Yeah, I feel like they're not getting as good at movies as they were, and I feel like I don't know, they're putting all the good stuff in theaters now. You'll see like I think In a Violent Nature was like a Shudder thing also, but like that was in movie theaters months or whatever before it actually went to streaming. So yeah, like if you're like doing that shit, like that's kind of, I feel like that's a little fucked up. But
then they've tested the waters with their shows. Like they've put Joe Bob on AMC and they put Boulay on AMC. So the stuff that they're putting their money into production wise, I could see where they might try to just transition that to late night television anyways, and then, you know, like you said, get rid of Shudder as a service. So
yeah, because Joe Bob was already on, you know, cable at, you know, 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. He was on Turner Classic Movies. He was on TNT. He was he ever on USA? I don't know if he was ever on USA, but I could see like AMC doing something where he's got a show on Saturday nights or whatever to play a movie or two. Yeah. And you get like the pop of how many people have fucking basic cable still, like a ton. Yeah. Right? Like a ton of people still have AMC. So yeah. So I could see them eventually like poaching him somehow. Like, oh no, Shudder's just, you know, we're shutting that down, but Joe Bob will still be a thing. Or if he retires soon, maybe they'll fucking be like, all right, that's that.
Yeah.
you know, because that'll be a big thing when
That
he
would probably
retires.
be
Like
it.
they're gonna,
Yeah.
they're gonna lose a lot of fucking subscription,
Yeah.
you know, money from
yeah,
that.
That's the imminent end of that, I feel, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screenbox, invest.
Invest in You heard it here first, folks.
Now, and speaking of some of the ones that you guys really enjoyed, you know, from like In a Violent Nature to like just some of the like you know you mentioned Phantasm being one of your favorites and stuff, Mike. Do you guys have a favorite of all time? And of course, feel free to shout out you know a few favorites if you know there's a few that sit near and dear.
Favorites of all time,
Yeah.
definitely Phantasm, Zombie, fucking no joke, the Night of the Living Dead remake, Dawn of the Dead is a classic, but like the fucking all right, so we always talk about this. There's like the disco tape that Anchor Bay did. That's like a pretty good fucking release, but there's an awesome version on YouTube that somebody put together with literally everything. It's awesome. It's got like a like the cover photo for it is illustrated. Watch that shit. It's fucking great. It's really, really good. Yeah. But, and then like, of course, like I put all the shot on video stuff together, like the Burning Moon and, you know, all that. Like you can't pick one over another. It's fucking crazy.
Oh my, that's
too
crazy
hard.
talk. That's absurd. You absolutely can. The best shot on
Dead Beat at Dawn.
Okay.
It's not shot on video though. That was 16 mil, but, or 8 mil.
That is the correct answer. That actually no, Darkness would be the correct answer.
That's another
Darkness.
one not actually shot on video though.
Not actually, but 8mm, right?
Yeah. They transferred that.
For me,
in the kitchen.
greatest movie of all fucking time, without question. There is no substitute. Dead Alive, aka Brain Dead. This is the absolute greatest fucking film to be ever put on tape, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever you want to fucking format it as. It's amazing. Peter Jackson is a fucking god of gore. I am super excited that the 4K is finally done as far as the remastering of the first 3 original Peter Jackson horror films. I cannot fucking wait for those to come out, man. Bad Taste in 4K is going to be incredible. Some honorable mentions. Fucking At Dawn They Sleep. This movie.
Brian Paulin,
Paulin.
friend of the show.
Absolute fucking madman. Cannot wait for Abysmal Purgatory. That movie's going to be insanity. Another probably one of my all-time favorite movies that I've recently found over the last few years is Satan's Storybook. This fucking movie is incredible anthology, shot on video. It's corny. It's fucking clowny. It's everything you want, man. Like Satan's Story. I don't want to ruin it, but it's absolutely one of the best horror
10 out of 10
shot on video movies. So,
Yeah, that's a 10 on 10.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely add that one to the watch list because I love anthologies. So that'll be a fun one.
Oh yeah, dude, that's an awesome anthology. That's got a little bit of everything in it, and like the actual what do you call that? Like the interstory, the wraparound is fucking
That
entertaining
devil
as fuck.
character is the coolest devil you will ever see on film, dude.
Yeah, he looks like Mantar, right? Like he's fucking.
Then of course, you know, you guys have like I said, we talked about In Violent Nature, and then like I mentioned earlier, you know, I know that you're a fan of like Rob Zombie films and stuff. Grizz, do you guys have some more recent favorite stuff? And like by recent, I just mean in the last like decade or anything. And it don't have to be like necessarily favorites, but just out of the last decade, anything that's really like stood out to you that you found yourself returning to.
I love The Void. I thought The Void was really good.
Yeah.
Mandy was awesome. I like the Lovecraftian shit because now I feel like people can do it pretty effectively with like the special effects. The Color Out of Space was fucking cool too.
Oh no, it wasn't, bro. That's the one I'm gonna disagree hard with you on.
You didn't like that one? I like that.
CGI
I like that shit.
Ruined that movie, dude. Like,
there's no other way to do it though. There's no other.
I'm not saying there's not. I'm saying there's a better CGI choice that could have been made for that particular movie. It didn't have to look like that.
I got you.
It looked pretty fucking bad. All right.
Hey.
All right. Hey. Otherwise, you're on par. You're doing good. I don't mean to interrupt.
I can't. You know, it's so funny. Like whenever we get asked something like this, all of a sudden I just fucking blank.
It's hardest part, dude. It's the hardest fucking part. I just saw that fucking I Know What You Did Last Summer fucking reboot. gonna tell you what, dude. That's a damn good fucking movie. If you want to capture the feeling of what that, late 90s, early 2000s teen slasher fucking movie had, that movie captures it perfectly. It doesn't try to like, fucking make it this new modern fucking every check in every box kind of fucking movie. It really is a 90s teen slasher in today's time. It's fucking awesome, man. And that's hard for me to say because I hated those movies when I was a kid. I fucking shit on those.
See?
I was that, yeah, dude, I was that elitist, like, that's not true horror. That's fucking modern bullshit. I've had that mindset for a long time. And it took a lot for me to get over it. And to the point now where I'm like, dude, that's a fun fucking movie. Like, I went back and watched the original. That's a fun fucking movie too, dude. So like, I would say that one surprised me. But let's see.
I remember Hell House LLC. I like the first and second one. Third one's pretty good too. Fourth one could take it or leave it. Hotel Inferno 1 through 3. It's like it's sort of like that's shot like in a first person video game type way, like a hyper gore type thing. Oh, cool. It's very, very, very entertaining. You could find that out there.
My top pick for recent horror movies of the last, like, let's say 10 years or so would be Song of Solomon. Unearthed Film. Everything Unearthed Films has been doing is just incredible. That American Guinea Pig series is fucking wild. Each installment of that is so fucking good. Song of Solomon, I think, probably is the strongest out of the 3 movies that I'm thinking of here at the time. But man, what a wild exorcism, fucking gore soaked, perfect, feel terrible movie, man. That's what I personally I love movies that make you feel like shit when you're done watching them. I love movies that make you question why you fucking watch it. Like, love
the downer ending.
I love a good, dude. The Bunny Game, one of my all-time favorites. We've covered that. Just real fucking movies that make you feel like shit about humanity. Sign me the fuck up, dude. I love it.
Hell yeah. Nah, same. Those are the movies that, like, my wife will come upstairs and be like, "Why you fucking like just in a weird mood?" And I'm like, "I just watched the worst shit I've ever seen." And she's like, "Why'd you watch it?" And I'm like, "It's not the worst shit." Like, yeah, I don't mean like worst shit like that. I just mean like visually, like that's not for the human eye to watch. I remember one time I was because I like this movie called Found. You guys probably heard about it, being like diehards and stuff. But it's like a very low budget film, and it's about a kid who finds a decapitated head in his brother's bowling bag in his closet.
No, I've never heard of that.
This is a great movie. This is a really cool movie.
Yeah, I like loved it. It's one of those movies that I'm like, dude, if this was done with a big budget, I think it would get so much more attention. But the acting is just shit in it because it's so low budget.
If they did that movie in the same way that they did Idle Hands, it would have fucking crushed, dude. Like, it has that kind of potential for sure, being like a good dark comedy.
But there's like a snuff film within the film, and I found out that film is called Headless, and I found out that film is on YouTube. And so one day my wife came upstairs and I was watching it, and she's not a horror fan at all, so it was like one of those conversations where I was like,
"That's a rough movie, bro. That's a rough one."
It's almost like I get caught watching porn, and I'm like, turn it off real quick, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
I swear I was watching porn.
The boner would be a lot easier to explain. But I definitely recommend it though. I think Found is on Tubi for sure if you haven't seen it. Headless is worth the watch too if you just want to watch something fucked up for like an hour. But
it's a wild movie, dude, for sure.
I'll check it out. I'll give it a watch.
You'll like it.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
And then to kind of finish up the show, I like to ask at least like one hypothetical question, and then everybody about like a horror story of their own and stuff like that. But as far as the hypothetical goes, you guys do a podcast, and like you mentioned, you have guests on from time to time. Is there anybody that you guys have as a dream guest from like either the world of music or horror world?
Will Romer, fucking
Will Romer,
yeah, Will Romer, dude, 100%.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Will Romer for Mortician. That would be number one for us. If we had to like shoot for the fucking stars though,
Will Romer.
Like, well, yeah, because we've had a decent amount of people that we really liked on the show, but it's always it's like your mid to lower level like shot on video type person.
Well, that we care about for sure, but I don't know how much the masses might. So.
You know, I would say probably Mike Piazza from the Mets. I don't know. I feel like that would be a good one.
Really? That's such a fucking pull, dude.
Yeah, why not?
Where did this come from?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like from the back of my fucking brain. Like,
of all people, you would pick Mike Piazza, dude.
Dude, do you not want to talk to Mike Piazza about like a shot on video? Like fucking dude, I want to talk. I want to talk to Mike Piazza about fucking Burglar from Hell. I want to be like, dude, do you know these people? Like, what's up?
Wow. Dude, that is the deepest cut I think you have pulled in my entire life of knowing. I picked a million people for you to say Mike Piazza would not have been fucking dude, 1 million fucking one, dude.
I'm a late 30s guy that grew up in Nassau County, Long Island. Like, of course, Mike Piazza is, and I'm of Italian heritage.
Oh, it's a great dude. It's a great pull. So for me, I'd say,
speechless.
Yeah. How do I follow that, dude? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's a tough question though. Like you said, man, who the fuck? From the world of movies, I would absolutely fucking love to talk to Peter Jackson about his first 3 horror movies because I don't feel like there's enough content about that. Yeah, Mike wants to talk about fucking Lord of the Rings for Christ's sake. But like, I'll do the first part of the fucking interview, and then you guys could go off on that. Another person that I would absolutely love to have, although I've heard mixed things about what he would be like to deal with, would be Bruce Campbell. I think that would be if he was in the right mood, would probably be a great time.
I couldn't handle it. I hear
he's probably not in the best moods most times, so
yeah, I couldn't handle it.
Be a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like all those people like that would be a lot of fun. But for me, man, yeah, Will Rahmer from Mortician would be my number one choice for sure.
Dude, why is everybody a miserable fuck that we want to do?
Yeah,
like I'm thinking about it, like when it comes to horror people, like if I could do anybody like all time, it would be Lucio Fulci. But then I realized Lucio Fulci was a miserable fuck. Like that would have been a horrible interview. Like he would have hated my guts. Like that's one of those, you know,
American scum, dude. Yeah, it would have been fucking awesome.
yeah, that's me. Like that's the fuck. Perfect. That's why I say Mike Piazza, man. Let's keep it positive.
He probably would have been fun.
No, it was even more funny because you're like, I'm gonna reach for the stars, and then you're like, Mike Piazza.
Why not MLB Hall of Famer Mike Piazza?
Yeah, dude. Dude, fucking Mike Piazza. What is wrong?
Wasn't he was into metal and shit?
Yeah, I think he was, to be honest.
He used to go on like Eddie Trunk's show, didn't he? He used to go on fucking Eddie Trunk's shit.
Dude, fucking Eddie Trunk. Wow, you're really fucking digging in right now, dude. Who's the dude that hit the bird? Randy fucking Johnson. That
was Randy Johnson.
That's who
I
would prefer Randy Johnson over Mike Piazza. I feel like Randy parties harder. But maybe I'm wrong.
Big unit? Nah, he's like just a dude. Name.
Yeah. Like, come on.
He's just like a dude. He's just like a dad. He's just like a dude. Yeah, he's like one of those straight shooters.
Like big unit. Like, dude, come on.
Look, he's 7 feet tall, built like a scarecrow.
I wish I was.
What do you expect, man? He's hanging.
Probably has a huge unit.
We gotta remember, we're not on our show. We can't be.
You're fine.
Trying to keep it clean, honestly.
I was thinking if we're going to Live or Dead, I was gonna go with my boy Long Dong John Saxon.
You got it.
R.I.P.
The real one. Smashing bitches in Italian films and in American films.
Dude, John Saxon was fucking awesome. Like, obviously people know him just from like Nightmare on Elm Street and shit, but like all like what was it, Zombie Apocalypse or whatever? He's in that with fucking what's his name from Cannibal Ferox? What the fuck's his name?
Yeah, dude, I know who you're talking about too. I'm terrible with your names, dude. They're the fucking
same.
I like would have known this 10 years ago, but you know how things go in life.
Yeah,
oh no, I did know Giovanni Lombardo Radice, Mike Logan.
Oh, how could you forget fucking Radice, dude? Fucking dude, you can remember Piazza, but you can't remember fucking Radice.
Dude, that dude's in a ton of fucking movies, man. Go look at his goddamn fucking IMDb.
Is that the blonde guy?
Yeah, the guy doing coke.
Yeah, dude.
He's all fucking yeah. He's in the middle of the jungle, fucking sweating to death, but he's still got enough time to. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh yeah. And of course, my final question to wrap it up is: do you guys have a horror story of your own? And it could be, something that's podcast related or music related. If it's a bad day on tour from, the past days on the road, and or if you guys have something that's just scary as shit in your personal life, something paranormal, or I've had people talk about getting stabbed on the show, held up at gunpoint, stuff like that. So.
I was in a Burger King when it was robbed at gunpoint. That's pretty crazy.
Can I just get some zesty sauce from my onion rings?
Yeah, I'm just trying to eat my tendies over here, bro. Can you just leave me be, please? I worked in a cemetery for fucking years. I went to school for mortuary science also. Like, I live the gimmick. I'm out there. I've never really had like a scary experience ever like that. All my shit has been human, like all fucking human interactions, homeless people, people robbing places. Never really like anything supernatural that I could say is like scary.
Yeah.
I never had an alien encounter yet.
Not yet.
Well, that's why I moved to rural America so I can possibly get abducted.
We're very big believers in that if you you start looking into things, they start looking back at you. So we're putting that out there that we're really into trying to fucking meet some aliens, and like we're looking, if you know what I'm fucking saying. So if there's aliens,
if they're listening to this podcast,
fucking find me, you know what I'm saying?
Grizz is very limber.
Yeah, I got some problems. But no, like, as far as like. All the horror stories in my life are self-inflicted from previous addictions that I've had and lives that I no longer live. So like, I don't think I have any weird ghosts or anything like that. I've been in a bunch of sketchy situations that I'm definitely glad to not be in anymore. Fucking gunpoint at certain points and shit like that for things that I shouldn't have been doing in my time.
Grizz used to hop trains, right? Is that what you call them? Hopping trains, hopping.
I used to do all kinds of stupid things that I could have gotten in trouble for.
Hoboing, vagrant, loitering. Yeah, shakedown streeting. This guy's fucking living the dream.
Not anymore. I'm a productive member of society, so I work a normal job.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to disappoint you that we really, I guess we don't have any scary stories. Right? What the fuck? Yeah. Dude, we're boring as fuck, man.
We are. I kind of realized that from the jump that I was like, fuck, dude. We are just two nerdy fucking dudes that we're going to get exposed pretty fucking hard on this show today.
Hey, I'm not fronting, man. I like horror movies, playing guitar, and Lord of the Rings. All right, that's it.
Home. That's what we do.
Staying home. Food, eating snacks. I'm gonna eat a snowball after this. I haven't eaten one of those in fucking years. I don't think I don't know if I like it though. So
I'm fucking coconut guy.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah,
I'm coconut heavy, bro.
See, I'm not a coconut guy. I'm not.
Really?
But I'm trying to do this thing. I'm trying to fucking will myself into liking new things. Like just forcing it. Like I'm lactose intolerant, but I force my ass to fucking eat ice cream and all that shit.
Fucking tolerate,
and guess who the fuck doesn't get that shit anymore? Dude, I'm telling you, you can force yourself to not get sick anymore with lactose intolerance.
I believe that, dude.
I swear to I am not a conspiracy theory guy. I'm not an alternative medicine fucking guy. I'm not a doctor or anything, but there is shit out there that has been proven that you could like basically force your body to process the lactose again by like just fucking like inundating it. But people use like shit like heavy cream and stuff like that. Yeah. Like real like fucking disgusting stuff, and they'll like drink like X amount of it every day for like 2 or 3 weeks. and eventually
like, get up or fucking put up, dude. It's time to tolerate this fucking lactose.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
now
of here.
I can eat pizza now. I can fucking eat ice cream. I mean, you get the hot snakes sometimes, but you know, that's all right. I'm an adult now. I feel like that would have happened anyway, right? I feel like once you get to a certain age, it just
I tolerate it fine, and that happens to me still, bro. So you're good.
Any bowel movement is a good movement, right? That's
dude. Every day of love.
True that, man. True that.
God damn it. Drinking 2% milk to drop whole stool.
There we go, man. See? Fucking 2% milk. Give me that whole milk. Give me that shit. I want it to come out like a jelly. Yeah. I want it to fucking, I don't want it to pour out. I want it to like slop out. You know?
Like the ass aliens and Dreamcatcher.
Fucking. Yeah, exactly. See, this guy knows what's up. He knows what's up.
No, I appreciate y'all for coming on the show. You want to remind everybody where they can find you? And of course, you know, the link to your YouTube channel and, you know, your other links will be in the description as well. But
Grizz, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you can find me at Bad Taste Video, and you can find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. We stream live on our YouTube channel every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. We have a good time. We show clips of fucked up movies. It's fun.
Okay, come watch them.
We ride the line of YouTube decency and copyright censorship. Yeah. So
I remember listening to an old episode. I think it was when y'all were doing live and you're like, we just got banned. I think it was or something like that. That
might have been on Twitch. We got banned from Twitch like fucking immediately. They did not like our shit. Once in a while I gotta email YouTube and be like, hey, like this is like fake. It's not like cartel like execution videos. Like you could fucking relax, and they'll put the video back up and all that shit. So we stick. Yeah, we've been cool with YouTube so far. We probably will never be monetized, but we don't do it for the money.
We're in it for the love.
So. Yeah, exactly. And the possible ability to meet Mike Piazza one day.
That's the real goal. That's why we're in the
podcast,
dude. We're trying to get the Piazza podcast level is what we're for.
Yeah, if you would have asked me years ago, if you would have asked me years ago, it would have been like, oh, that's fucking easy. I want to meet Danzig and I want to have Danzig on the show. But like now him like doing the shows and all that shit, it kind of like lost the luster for me, like the illusion of being like mysterious.
You haven't seen like a Piazza in fucking years, so now it's.
I don't know what he's probably doing something somewhere, but you know what? Yeah, fuck it, man. Not being in the news is good news at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I appreciate you dudes, and if I ever run into Mike Piazza, I know which way to direct
him. My man.
But thank you for having us on, man. This was a lot of fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll have you on our show one day. We'll have a nice a round table about some sort of fucked up movie that will make you watch. We'll give you adequate time to watch it. And cancel on us if you hate it, which we've done in the past with movies, where we both watched it and been like, "Yo, dude, that sucked." Like, oh fuck, yeah, we can't do that movie.
No, I'll literally watch anything but Danzig's Western vampire film or whatever. So whatever you guys.
Oh, yeah, fucking Veronica. Now, what the hell was it called? Veronica is this fucking comic book.
Yeah,
I don't remember what the movie's called, but.
Well, he did the movie Veronica, but then he did another movie called like the Death West, like the Western and the something in the. I don't know. It's like it's a full on Western that has like Devin Sawa's in it, I think.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking watching that shit.
Oh God,
I got another movie now to fucking put on. God damn.
Devon Sawa and fucking Danzig,
dude. He's fucking in the new Chucky show.
Yeah.
He's like he plays like multiple characters. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's called Death Rider in the House of Vampires, and it's got Devin Sawa, Julian Sands, of course Danzig.
Oh my God,
Danny Trejo's in it.
2020. How did I miss this, dude? I'm watching this fucking tonight.
I think it's hard to find. I think like right now you can only find it. Like I don't think it's technically streaming anywhere. I'm sure you could find it on like a site, but
bro,
you could get a copy if you go see Danzig live. He sells
motherfucker, dude. I got this. You kidding me? I own Dead is Dead 2. I can find anything.
As I said, you can
All
definitely
right.
find it, but it's not like it's just not like on like you can't just go on like Prime and rent it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
it's not
got you.
easy,
I got
so,
you.
but-
I'll just hit up Glenn. I'll see what he says.
Oh, Big G, give me that movie, baby.
You New Jersey fuck, give me this thing.
Right. Just put him and Spider One in a room and lock it, and just never let him back out.
When worlds collide.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, dudes. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we'll do this again today.